Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, You Are What You Eat. My name is Sharon Ryan, and I'm the Assistant Director here in the William Patterson Alumni Office. Before I introduce our presenter, I'd like to go over how this webinar will work. First of all, you'll be able to view the presentation on your computer screen. You will also be able to hear the presentation through your computer's audio system. Please feel free to ask questions by typing them in. We will be monitoring your questions and will stop occasionally to answer all questions. You will also be able to send in questions at the end of the presentation. Any questions that are not answered in today's webinar will be addressed after the webinar is complete, and all attendees will receive the questions and answers along with a certificate of completion after the webinar is finished. And now I'd like to introduce today's speaker. Lynn Mendelson, a William Patterson alumna, class of 2005, is a health coach and an expert in food allergies and intolerances. Lynn helps women and children who feel restricted due to food allergies intolerances. She also works with young professionals on a budget, learning to eat healthy. She has been working with children for over 10 years also. Lynn's goal is to help make people healthier and happier. She is presently finishing up her education at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition and has begun taking on clients. Lynn is trained in over 100 dietary theories and believes in bio-individuality. That is, no diet works for every person. In addition to working with diets, she has also incorporated essential oils into her health coaching. She's passionate about working with individuals like herself with food allergies so they can live a normal life. Lynn currently resides in Forest Hills and lives with her husband, David. She loves to travel and runs a young professional group called the Genuine Girlfriends of New York City. In today's webinar, Lynn will show you how you can live a healthier life and that you truly are what you eat. And now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Lynn Mendelson, presenting You Are What You Eat.
Thank you so much, Sharon. It's my absolute pleasure to be here with everyone from William Patterson. I had some of the best years from my life while attending William Patterson. I'm going to begin the PowerPoint presentation, and feel free to post any questions you have along the way. I look forward to showing all of you you are what you eat. I am a health coach. I work with both primary and secondary foods. We will go over more of that in the next slide. This is just like how all of you go to the gym and you go every single week. Well, you have to learn the habits of how to live a healthy life, having both healthy food and healthy actions. I am now beginning to take on clients for my 6-month health coaching program. And by taking on health coaching clients, I also have a certification now granted through the American Association of Drugless Practitioners. The health coach fills this new role that makes up for the doctor who just gives you prescriptions without having an actual a conversation with you, the nutritionist who counts calories, and the therapist who wants you to dig into your deepest childhood memories and never talks about the actual steps. The primary objectives of health coaching are to educate the patient regarding self-help management and to encourage patients in taking a proactive role in staying healthy. There is more and more awareness of of preventative care, health coaching is seen as a vital aspect of creating healthy lifestyle changes. And lastly, we are on the cutting edge of a health revolution. A long time ago, you'd never even heard of a yoga in all these different centers. Well, today, you're going to start hearing about more health coaches. And some of them that you actually might not have known is that these companies were all founded by actual health coaches. A Clean Plate, a Gnosis Chocolate, a Nib Moore, and a Purely Elizabeth. This is the actual pyramid of primary and secondary foods. Primary are the outer layer. Secondary are the list inside the circle. A healthy and happy life will have an equal balance of both. If you do not have a healthy relationship with those around you, a spirituality, a career that you can be happy about going to every single day, and a healthy physical activity, even if you eat the best food in the world, you're never going to be truly happy. And that's where I come in. It's about the info, not the calories. It's about the information that we put into our bodies, not counting calories. Your nutritionist will speak about this very, very differently. But I'm speaking about what feels good. Your genes can be changed in a day by the changes in the food that you eat. If you have been eating junk food for your entire life, but you started to eat a healthy meal today with some veggies and some fruit, and you cut out all that other stuff, you could start living a healthy life right now. Food is medicine. Your grocery store should be your pharmacy. You should eat your medicine, and lastly, what you put on the end of your fork is more powerful than anything you will ever find at the bottom of a pill bottle. A clean diet is the same as clean eating. So just take the diet out. You don't need to have a diet. You need to eat clean. You need to cut out all of the processed food. Those hot dogs, those hamburgers, those packs of chips. Anything that you do not understand the ingredient and you can't find it in a store, don't eat it. That includes anything that has a GMO, which we will talk about more later on. It's a relatively new concept, but the number one rule, getting rid of the processed food and cutting down on sugar and salt. The benefits to eating whole foods, which are what a clean diet are made up of, are huge. Eating fresh fruits and veggies can aid in prevention and control of weight gain, which can lead to chronic diseases. By eating a healthy diet, as clean eating, you can help prevent cardiovascular disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and stroke, just to name a few. Everyone, if you live by a farm, should be a part of a CSA. A CSA is a community-supported agricultural. CSA members, you pay a one-time fee early on, normally around the spring or summertime. And this early bulk payment enables your farmer to plan for the entire season. They will give you fruits and veggies and some other items. The shares are usually 7 to 10 types of veggies, enough for a family of 2 to 3. Of course, they have also shares that are much bigger. I know of CSAs by me. I'm sure you can find some by you. And you can also have half a share if you have a very small family. The difference between two people's diets. You can see on the left side is all processed food. And on the right side is all whole foods. I'm not going to read through what each of them does, but as you can see, you really don't want to eat like you see the person on the left side. The pizza, the hot dogs, the waffles, the donuts, and the soda. All of that type of stuff will lead up to and including when you eat more refined food, will lead up to more allergies, arthritis, depression, cancer, and so much more. But if you eat healthy, and by healthy I see all the items on the right side, and by healthy I mean you eat all the fresh produce. You don't always have to buy organic. Buy healthy. You eat more whole grain products. I do not mean products that have enriched, ENRICHED. You do not want to buy items that have that type of whole grain. That's a GMO type of whole grain. And you want to have as little refined sugar as possible. Here's one of my favorite recipes I wanted to share with all of you today. How to make kale chips. 1 head of kale, coconut oil, sea salt, and cayenne pepper. It gives you all of the instructions. Basically, all you have to do is you wash the kale, you add it to the baking sheet, you spray with some coconut oil, and you can put on any of the other ingredients. I also love this with garlic. It only takes 15 minutes in the oven, and you can basically have it for the whole week. So instead of you eating all those chips and popcorn, have some kale chips. It's an excellent source of calcium. I work mostly with people with food allergies because myself, I've had food allergies my entire life. I was diagnosed with lactose intolerance when I was in the 3rd grade, diagnosed with IBS when I was in college, and I was also diagnosed with a gluten sensitivity about 3.5 years ago. So I've been completely gluten and dairy free for the last 3.5 years. I've been dairy free since I was in the 3rd grade. So I have developed a health coaching specialty working with individuals with food allergies and intolerances. Because why should you feel restricted? From new products that you might not have known about to safe restaurants and bakeries, because you can get cross-contaminated now with the gluten and everything else at almost all the other restaurants. So I will give you a safe list. I also work with children. I have a master's in elementary education and working with children with disabilities that also have food allergies. I now offer gluten-free tours and healthy eating tours. And I'm going to show you all the next page so you can learn about that. You can actually browse my tours online by visiting those 2 websites, which I'm sure Sharon will be sending you after this. So if you are new to the city and you're not gluten-free, I have a healthy eating tour. But if you are new to the city and you are gluten-free, I'm a major of foodie. So I would love to share my gluten-free tour with all of you. I actually have one coming up this Saturday at 1 o'clock. So if you visit that link and you book it today, tomorrow, or Friday, you will have a chance to be a part of it.
Lynn, we have a quick
Yes.
question. Can you explain what a
Sure.
GMO is?
Sure. Actually, I'm going to be explaining that in another slide, but it's the genetically modified organism. So basically what it is scientists will add these things to your food because of our soil from a long time ago, now there are less nutrients in our soils. So now corn is the #1 a GMO item. So scientists are actually adding things to make it have more of a taste, but I'll be going over all of that in a few minutes. So you will definitely have your answer in a few minutes. So next, I'm going to be talking about blood types. Did you know that your blood type actually explains how you should be eating and not eating? This is something that I learned while being part of my program. Um, A's were one of the earliest type. Actually, the earliest type of blood type that was on this earth was the O. And our stomachs and those with the O type often are energized by eating animal-based a diet. They have stronger digestive enzymes because they were the first type around. They can break down all their proteins. Type O individuals are also frequently affected by wheat and by a gluten. So they could also have a gluten and allergies. Now I'm going to go back to A. A is actually the second type that was basically in the world. And when A was around, they often did their best with a vegetarian diet because they lived on all the plants and everything. B is plants did not grow as dominantly where these were. These were the third type of people that actually came in. When these people were in this environment that did not have any plants, that is why they had more cow's milk, which is why they're able to have more meat. You won't find many bees as a vegetarians. And also the key ways of weight gain in bees were the corn, the wheat, the buckwheat, the lentils, the tomatoes, peanuts, and sesame seeds. Blood type AB is the most modern type of blood. And they can eat a lot of seafood. And just like type A's, they have low stomach acid, which I didn't talk about in A, but I know it was going to be here. And they also have type B's adaptation to meats. And just something else that I forgot to mention, type B's actually do much better without chicken in their diet.
Hi, Lynn.
Does anyone
we
have
a
any
quick
other
question.
questions?
Somebody wants to know if this
Yep.
is similar to the genotype diet.
I do not know too much about the genotype diet. I can definitely look it up. I just know so many different diets. I'm sure it has some parts that are the same because it does have your blood, and I would probably guess that a genotype diet would probably have a lot of that in it. This is a thing called a blood typing. So it probably has a lot of similarities. Next, we are going to be talking about you are what you eat. We've all gone through time that we've been predisposed to eating a lot of chicken, a lot of beef, or a lot of just one type of animal. I know I was raised with a lot of chicken, and I wasn't able to find the pictures online to actually show all of you, but there are people that have the big nose like beak to kind of portray a chicken. If you think of a chicken, you think of that a beak. Well, those people have eaten a lot of chicken. There are also those people that have those really big round faces. You can kind of tell that they've eaten a lot of beef because they look a little bit like the animal. So I just thought this was a really cute cartoon for everybody, because who doesn't want to eat like a skinny person? Next, the true importance of what you eat. Every 35 days, your skin replaces itself. So you have a chance of changing what you eat today and doing it for 35 days, and you'll see how your body reacts. Your body makes these new cells from the food that you eat. So what you eat literally becomes you. Now I'm giving you a list of items that I eat every single day. Foods to eat and drink during the day. So I eat proteins at every single meal. This can include beans, it can include meat, it can include a whole bunch of different items. I also try to also include every day a rainbow of veggies. Don't just eat the green veggies, because then you're going to lose out on the crucial of vitamins that your body needs. So you need to have the yellow, the orange, the green, the white, the purple, the blue fruits and veggies every single day. You should be drinking between 5 to 8 glasses of water a day, more towards the 8, but if you can only do 5, that's better than nothing. Use at least 1 teaspoon of coconut oil a daily. Now this is seen as a good fat. Everybody's body needs good fats. I know we've all been raised in having low fat, but your body can actually take some fat. It's actually very healthy for you. If you have too much of fat, that's not healthy. But a little bit of fat is okay, and there's fat in some coconut oil, and olive oil is also good, especially if you have inflammatory issues. Then you should be having the salmon and the olive oil. And I have a smoothie every single day. A smoothie is a great way. You can either put some kale in your smoothie, some spinach, so you have your greens. You can put strawberry, banana, some orange juice, however you want to have it. But make sure that smoothie has some fruits and some veggies. And as Sharon was actually talking about, bio-individuality. Every single person is different. One man's food is another man's poison. It's a phrase we hear often, but never fully understand. Unfortunately, popularized diets generally do not work over the long haul because they fail to take into consideration that we all have different dietary needs and requirements. These differences are what establish our bio-individuality. And how you should be eating is you should be eating 80% healthy, the fruits, the veggies, no processed food. 20%, whatever you want and feel great. Now we're going to talk about the GMOs, as we were just talking about before, as someone had asked. A GMO is a genetically modified organism, and you can see how you can spot them when you go grocery shopping. This is a very, very special note that you should definitely write down, that a conventionally grown, like the bananas and everything else you find in a store, will have a 4-digit code starting with a 3 or a 4. Organic will have a 5-digit code starting with a 9. And a genetically modified will have a 5-digit code starting with an 8. You never want to buy items that start with an 8. The body does not need GMO items. And corn is the #1 most GMO product. Soy is a very close second. Next, we will be talking about why you should be buying these items organic and why they are talked about as the dirty dozen. The dirty dozen means that these items have the most pesticides, and you do not want to put those chemicals into your body for you or your family. Apples are #1. Always buy apples, organic. Celery, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, grapes, kale, peaches, potatoes, strawberries, spinach, lettuce, and blueberries. These items should always be bought organic. So, we've all been hearing about soy for a long, long time. We were first introduced to soy in the late 90s. We were told that Asian people had soy in China or Japan their entire lives and they were okay. But actually, that was only a small bit of the truth. They did not have soy in their daily food. They had soy about 10% of the time. And most of the soy grown in the US is GMO'd. There is soy protein isolate and soy soy lecithin, and a dozen other processed soy fractions in everything boxed, everything canned, and everything manufactured by humans these days. Soy mimics estrogen, which is why breast cancer and all these other types of cancer are now coming more into. And also, soy is now one of the top 8 food allergies. Don't use soy milk and other products. And if you must, organic only, small amounts of miso, which if you're on a macrobiotic diet, you should be having that. Tofu, namashoya, and brogs are all okay. Soy lecithin comes from sludge left after crude soy oil goes through a degumming process. It is a waste product containing solvents and pesticides. And if you look on most of the boxes you probably have around your home, this is one of the ingredients. Pick up products that do not contain this ingredient. The importance of water intake. Everyone should be drinking 5 to 6, really about 8 glasses of water every day. For every caffeinated beverage, that means your coffee, your soda, your tea, add 2 glasses of water to your total intake. How many of you are drinking coffee on a daily basis? Then you need to be adding 2 glasses of water for every glass of coffee. 2 glasses of water to your intake. If you find that you crave a lot of sweets during the day, it's actually because your body is trying to tell you something. It's thirsty. It wants more water. And you should try drinking a glass of water, then wait 15 minutes before eating any sweets. Most times, this will go away. Also, if you don't keep it in the home or wherever you are, you're not going to crave it as often.
Lynn, we just wanted to say something. Lindsay
Cut
and
out.
I,
Yeah.
is that last point about if you're craving sweets and you just drink something because your body's probably thirsty. We saw this presentation before everybody else, and we both tried it. Absolutely works. It really is true. You craving your chocolate, you have a drink of water or something, and you will not crave it anymore. So we just wanted to vouch for that.
Well, thank you. Oh, okay. So next, we're going to talk about how you can cut out the refined sugar, because refined sugar is what leads to all of these diseases. Because disease feeds on sugar, from cancer, from anything under the sun. It all starts by the sugar that's in your body. But there are some healthy alternatives. Still, you shouldn't have too much of anything. But the healthy alternatives are coconut sugar. Agave is really not that healthy. It's actually about equal to refined sugar. So you could actually maybe not even consider that, although some people like to have agave. Coconut sugar and maple sugar and date sugar are actually your 3 top ones. And they all have a different glycemic index. But actually, you really don't even need to count on that when you have sugar, because that should be used on other things. But I'm going to show everybody a quick video just telling you how much sugar we have in our daily life. and that goes for the sugar. So next time you have a soda, think of actually having 16 packs of sugar instead. You wouldn't want to do either one. And another great tip is that a glass of orange juice is about equal to a glass of soda. So next time you have a glass of orange juice, you probably don't want to have as much. And you always want to check how many grams of sugar are in all of your juice also.
Lynn, we have a question here. When you say a glass of orange juice,
Okay.
is that also fresh squeezed orange juice?
Yes. Because there's a lot of fructose in the orange. And fructose is almost as bad as for you as a regular sugar.
Wow, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. And now we're going to talk about all the foods that contain calcium. Now, I am not really a big milk drinker because I'm allergic to milk. But also, cows today, unless you're getting organic milk or raw milk, have a lot of steroids, which is why now you'll see the children being raised that have the puberty when they're 9 or 10 years old. It's because of all those steroids that are in their milk and all their other foods. All those chemicals and all those steroids. That's what leads up to it. So if you can change the way that you get all your calcium by taking one of these items in, kale is number one. But if you don't like kale or you're not sure of something else, all of these items contain calcium. Also, black sesame seeds have more calcium than milk. Actually, most of these items do. Now, besides kale having a ton of calcium, there are tons of other reasons why you should be eating kale. Every single person in this room today should pick up kale at their store on the way home today or sometime this week so that you can try it. It will taste a little bit bitter at first, but you can mix some olive oil in there and you can put some lemon juice, and it's absolutely delicious. It is the highest density of nutrients than anything. 1 cup of kale contains 36 calories, 5 grams of fiber, 15% of the daily requirement of calcium, vitamin B6, 40% of magnesium. You need to have magnesium if you're going to actually be able to absorb your calcium. 180% of vitamin A, 200% of vitamin C, and 1020% of vitamin K. It is also a good source of minerals, copper, potassium, iron, manganese, and phosphorus. It grows practically year-round. Of course, try to get this organic. Most stores will have this organic. One of the few veggies that you can get fresh and relatively local almost anywhere in the dead of winter. This is amazing. So you can get kale all times of the year. And it's a great alternative for spinach, Swiss chard, and lettuce. So you can put kale on a sandwich and in a salad. Now, one of my favorite things to have when I feel that a cold season is coming on is a nice stew with asparagus and taro root. Taro root looks a little bit like a potato, but they're both excellent to eliminate congestion. So when you feel that you're having a sinus headache or something else, it's probably the congestion. So you should always try to have one of these foods. Taro root is extremely hard to come by, so you can look for it in special Indian grocery stores or Indian, and there are some other health food stores that have it too. I'll try to remember where they have them, but it's very hard to come by. But asparagus you can get almost everywhere. Foods that you should be taking to prevent getting sick, you should be having apple cider vinegar. Reishi mushrooms are an absolute must. They're very expensive though. Organic garlic or just regular garlic, astragalus root, spring water, and cayenne pepper. My absolute favorite to help with allergies and with getting sick is raw honey. If you haven't tried raw honey, you need to go out and try this today or sometime this week. Raw honey is absolutely delicious, and you can smear it on a piece of toast like you would butter. You can also put it in your morning smoothie, or you can put it in your tea, or just have a spoon. That's what I sometimes like to do. Now, it's not all about
Lynn,
what you
hi,
eat.
we have one question coming in.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know, how would you use the apple cider vinegar or take that? Maybe cooking, or how would you do that?
You can actually take a shot of it every day, and that's what I do. I take a shot of it every day, the apple cider vinegar. You can put a little of lemon juice in there. You can make it taste a little bit better, or you can take it straight up. So I try to have a shot of it every day. If you can't stomach it by just taking a shot, you can also put it in your veggies or in your cooking. Just remember, if you cook with it, some of the actual benefits are going to cook off. So you want to try to get it as raw and natural as possible.
And are there any other benefits to taking it other than to stay healthy and prevent colds? Or
Well, it's great for your body. Apple cider vinegar has a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it. I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't have one in front of me of every single thing that's in it, but it should be a staple of every healthy person. So next, we're going to talk about what you put on your body being as important as what you put in your body. So think of all those beauty and skincare products. I'm not just talking to all the ladies out there. There are lots of men that use creams for your face, creams for your acne, lotions. Think of all those chemicals. You do not want to use chemicals because they seep into your skin and they go into your body because our body absorbs everything that we put on it. So you don't want to use them in your beauty products or your skin products. And you never want to buy products that have parabens. Parabens have been linked to breast cancer. Not 100%, but any link, do not buy. I won't buy it. So, and most of the items today now, if they do not contain parabens, will actually say do not contain parabens. Vitamins are a very important part of everybody's diet. No matter what, even if you think you're eating a very healthy diet, you should be on some type of vitamin. The line that I recommend to all my health coaching clients is the same line that I myself use. Nutrimetrics Isotonics. And you can actually get a free Nutri-Physical, which takes about 15 minutes, and it'll give you a nutrition and lifestyle analysis. Now, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about now the link's not actually working on this, but I will try to show this a video at the end so that everybody can see a little bit more about the isotonics. One of the most highly recommended things that I recommend with this vitamin line is their prenatal activated multivitamin. It is now being sold in doctor's offices and chiropractic offices, but you can also get online. And it helps get rid of morning sickness. Also, OPC3 is an antioxidant, and I absolutely love it. I'm on this antioxidant. And the best part about this is you can make a custom cocktail just for your needs. And this is what it looks like. And basically what it does is they'll put in all the different items that you need in your daily life. You might need just 1 serving, 2 servings, or 3 servings. They have greens. They have your multivitamin, something for a vision, something for joints. There's so many other formulas out there. But we'll be sending you the link if you want to check out any of this at the end. Now, the most amazing thing that I have put into my health coaching are the essential oils. Most people do not realize that the essential oils are actually just like the compounds that scientists are trying to copy when they make your medications. They're trying to copy these compounds and make them into medications. So, what an essential oil is, it's a non-water-based phytochemical made up of volatile aromatic compounds. Although, I'm just trying to see my whole slide. Although they are fat soluble, they do not include fatty lipids or acids found in veggies and animal oils. Essential oils are very clean, almost crisp to the touch, and are immediately absorbed by the skin. So basically, they can range from colors from clear to deep blue and so many other colors. But these are the natural compounds. The way you can use the essential oils are aromatically. So you can put it in a diffuser, or you can put it on a drop on your hand, just like a drop or 2 on your hand, and then you cup your hand so you can inhale it. You can also do tea, which is topically. You put on your reflexology points, which is behind your ears, on your forehead, on your wrist. There's a whole bunch of other points, even on the sole of your feet, because your body will actually be able to absorb it the best from the sole of your feet. And lastly, most essential oils you find in stores, you're not going to be able to do this. So do not do this if you buy one in stores. This is only for doTERRA essential oils. You can ingest half of these essential oils if they have an eye on it. So they are safe enough to ingest, and there are absolutely no side effects whatsoever. So now you're probably asking, how can I use essential oils in my life? Well, I'm about to show you. You can use essential oils for headaches. You can use them for fevers, for digestive issues, one of my absolute favorite issues. Joint pain, muscle aches. So after you go to the gym, you're having pain, or after you work out, or you have arthritis, you can use a deep blue. If you have sunburn, and we actually even have a safe enough formula that you can use instead of suntan lotion. Immunity, you can use On Guard. I use it every single day. I put 2 drops in a veggie cap that's empty, and I take that with a glass of water. See, I'm getting in my water every day. With your allergies, you can use Breathe. With your sinus issues, Melaleuca. Many of you have probably heard of this oil. It's actually also called tea tree oil. And you can have a daily detox of Zen Doctrine, which includes a rosemary essential oil. And with weight loss, you probably already might have heard of this. A grapefruit essential oil is amazing for this, and that's actually part of what is in Slim and Sassy.
Hi, Lynn.
So now I am going to
Lynn, I'm sorry, we just
give
have a
you
question.
Sure.
Where can we purchase the essential oils?
I'm actually going to post some links, and I know Sharon is going to also email out some of these links for all of you to check out online and purchase. So you can get in touch with me by going to my health coaching website, which is getthathealthyfeeling.com. And if you want to get a free health consultation, which I'm giving to everybody today, for my 3 and 6 month programs, this is my way to learn about you and your dreams and your goals and make them all into a reality. You basically go to getthathealthyfeeling.com, then you click a connect, then you click health forms, and then you find the form that matches your agenda. Once you complete this form, then we can schedule a free health consultation. If you're interested in buying essential oils, you can watch this video to learn a little bit more, and you can buy them directly off my website, which is right here, but we will be emailing you this link at the end. And that's it. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, if anyone has any.
Actually, I'm going to show you.
Go ahead, Lynn. I was just going to say, if anybody has any further questions, they can, email them to us. You can feel free to email Lynn or myself, and I can pass on questions to Lynn. You're all going to be getting a certificate. You will also get a copy of the PowerPoint. And like I said, any questions that you had. So I hope that you found this information interesting. And I think Lynn is going to show one more thing here. So
I'm going to show the video for the vitamins, which I didn't have a chance to before because the link wasn't working. So this is about 1 minute. You're all going to learn about why I take this vitamin on a daily basis. So I'm just looking for it to load.
Nutrametrix Isotonics, the world's most advanced nutraceutical taken orally. The Nutrametrix Isotonics line of nutritional supplements offers a quick and easy solution to promote your health. Isotonics refers to the form in which the supplement is delivered into your body. Isotonic means having the same fluid pressure as body fluids. This all-natural delivery method reduces the time it takes for your body to absorb the nutrients. Normally, when you ingest a daily vitamin or nutritional supplement tablet, your body must work up to 4 hours digesting and absorbing the vitamins and nutrients. During this lengthy breakdown process, a percentage of the nutritive value is lost. But because Nutrametrix Isotonics products are powders, the fillers, binders, coatings, and lubricants that are common to tablet manufacturing are not necessary. And the inactive natural ingredients and flavoring also make the product taste great. Faster and more efficient absorption into the bloodstream increases the value of taking nutritional supplements. Always follow the directions on the label when taking any nutritional supplement. Nutrametrix Isotonics products become isotonic when mixed with the appropriate amount of water. You simply mix the product, stir, and drink. It's that easy. Nutrametrix Isotonics, available exclusively through your healthcare.
Okay, everybody. So that was about the vitamins that I was talking about earlier today. So I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, so much for joining me in my You Are What You Eat, and I hope you enjoyed everything that I've said today. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them or email me, and I look forward to meeting and chatting with all of you. Thank you.
thank you, Lynn. We hope you enjoyed the presentation, and we'll see you at our next webinar.